What's up, folks? BCSG here with an unboxing. So I received this this package in the mail today, and I guess I was kinda expecting it. I didn't order this, but I was informed that I would be receiving a package. The problem here is I am also waiting for a few other packages that I did buy myself. So what happened was the package came in, and I came back home and I see this package. I didn't really think much of it, and I just went straight to opening the package. And just about like one tear in, it hits me that this could be the package that I'm expecting that I should be doing an unboxing of. So I kind of taped back. So I took a peek inside, confirmed that it was indeed the package that I'm supposed to unbox, and I just taped everything back. And yeah, so this technically is half an unboxing because I've half opened it already. All right, so this package right here is courtesy of the kind folks over at Piscifun, and they wanted me to do a review on this reel. So yeah, I'm just gonna do an unboxing today, no review, unboxing and first impressions. So what that basically means is I'm gonna unbox this, I'm gonna take a look and see what kind of first impressions does the reel leave just right off the bat. You know, does it feel good? Does it look good? Does it feel like everything's working? You know, stuff like that. And then I'm gonna take it out on the water at least a few times, maybe more. And eventually, when I feel that I've gotten a good feel of how the reel performs, and once I've gotten enough information, then I'll come back with a review. All right, so let's get straight into the unboxing. The irony is, the side that I tape back up is actually harder to untape. Okay. Really well packed. All right, so here we go. That's what's in the package. And let's get this bubble wrap off. They did send me line together with the reel, so that's good. At least I don't have to kind of scrounge around for my own line to put on the reel. And here we have it. This is the Piscifun Phantom. All right, that's what it looks like. Let's see what the details are. So there are 7 bearings. The gear ratio is 7.0 to 1. So it would be considered an HG model. Retrieve 77 centimeters per turn. That's okay. Max drag is 7.7 kg, 17 pounds. That's something I definitely will have to test out because that's pretty high. No, the weight, it's 5.7 ounces, 162 grams. Now that is really light. Just for comparison, the average, I would say this would be a 150 or 200 size reel. The average 200 size or 100 size reel weighs between 180 to 210 grams. Of course, it depends on what material it's made of and which brand or what tier it is. You know, the more expensive it is, the lighter the reel is and stuff. So 162 is really light. I would assume it is because of the carbon fiber parts and all that they're using. I'm guessing it's an aluminum gear, main gear, maybe brass pinion gear. Let's see. Yep, aircraft grade aluminum main gear to save weight. The heavier ones, the more durable ones are made of brass, but almost all lighter reels use aluminum for the main gear to reduce weight. And we have 6 bearings plus a roller bearing for 7. There's a dual brake system in this. It's a one-piece carbon fiber frame, so that's how they get it so light. The entire reel frame is made from carbon fiber, and it's a triple carbon fiber drag system. That probably means there are 3 drag washers in it, and it's a carbon handle. All right, so let's have a look at what's inside. Okay, here All right, this right here. Now, this is a rare sight. It is something that branded manufacturers, the big boys, don't do anymore. Shimano and all that, they used to do it, at least to my knowledge. They don't really do it anymore unless you buy reels of a certain model and above. And it's something that's really appreciated, giving me a reel cover that is not, it's not one of those sack style covers. This is an actual, like, lycra or whatever material this is. This is an actual reel cover that you can put the reel in. Now, considering this is a $70 or 70 US dollar or 90 Singapore dollar reel. So it's a 70 US dollar reel. It gives this, or that I'm already impressed right off the bat. So let's just take a look at what else there is in there. So you have the reel. I'm going to set that aside. The little decal. Got the parts manual. And it's all in English, so that's good. Right, and that's it. So let's put this aside. Let's take a look at the reel. Okay. Ooh. Alright. So there seems to be a little bit of oil. That's not exactly uncommon. I don't have a rag with me, so never mind. So sometimes when they come off the factory line, they grease it up and all that in the factory, and yeah, I guess sometimes the oil and grease leaks out. I've seen it before in other reels. So anyway, so it's green. Not my favorite color. As you guys must know by now, my favorite color is red. Green is actually Mrs. BCSG's favorite color. Just a quick tidbit. All right, so right off the bat, it's really light. It definitely is. Well, you know what? Let me just weigh it and see whether the claim holds true. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So 160.5 grams. 1.5 grams lighter than the claim weight. That's all good in my book. So let's see what else do we have here. We've got micro clicking mechanical spool tension knob. That's a good thing. Not every reel, even from the branded guys, the big boys, not everyone comes with a clicking spool tension knob, and that's appreciated because you always want to kind of know how much you're tightening or loosening the spool, and you don't want to have to it's one click, right? And you click it, it's one click. It's 3 clicks this way, 4 clicks that way, or what have you. And yeah, so it's really light reel, clicking star drag, clicking spool tension knob. Let's check the handle backplay. There's a little bit of backplay in the handle, but nothing as much as our dear Shimano, which is notorious for having backplay even in their highest end reels. Something that, as a Shimano fan, I've dealt with for a very long time. So this is actually pretty good. There's not much play at all. Not much play in the knobs to speak of, which is a good thing. I have dealt with other reels from China, from other manufacturers that are just terrible. There's lots of play everywhere. Back play in the handle, play in the knobs. QC is generally bad. So yeah, pretty impressed so far. Okay, so right out here, this is, I assume, is the magnetic brake adjustment. So you have 0 to 10. All right, nice clicking as well. Clicking is always good. And you see there's a little button right here. There we go, that little button right here. You push it and it slides the side plate off. Very, very easy. It's very easy to remove the side plate. That's quite refreshing actually, because some reels out there, they just don't. See, it locks into place, so you can't accidentally do it. You just need to tap this button and twist it down, and it pulls off like that. That's already a plus point, easy to use. All right, looking in here. See that? So you see that right there? That's the brake track, and that's grease on the brake track. That's not a good thing. I'm going to have to clean that up later. That basically means the centrifugal brakes are going to be affected right off the bat. Yeah, no. So that's the first negative thing I've noticed about the reel in this unboxing. So let's just take a look at the spool. All right, here we have the spool with the centrifugal brakes. So there's a little dial here, if you can see, right? There's a dial, and you turn the dial to increase the centrifugal brake force, I assume. Pretty logical the way it works. The higher the number, you see, if you set it to 0 and you spin it, these little brake feet, the feet don't actually pop out at all. But once you set it to 6, you can see that as you're spinning the spool, the feet actually come out. Now, I'm not a fan of putting grease, especially grease, on my centrifugal brakes. That is a very bad idea, and it seems like this reel comes shipped with a crap ton of grease on the centrifugal brakes. Now, here's why you don't want grease on your centrifugal brakes. In fact, you don't even want oil. But some people do put oil. That's fine. Why you don't want grease is because grease is thick, it's sticky, right? And that's going to make the brake feet stick all over the place. It's not going to open and close smoothly. You're not going to have smooth braking. You're not going to have consistent braking. As far as I'm concerned, you're not supposed to have any grease or oil on the brake case or on the feet of the centrifugal brake. So that's something I'm going to have to fix later. Right, so let me just turn this back to 0 for now. Put it back in, and let's test out the magnetic brakes first. There. So you see that it doesn't spin for that long. Now there are a few reasons. There are two reasons why that could be. It could be the bearings are packed with grease or packed with thick oil, which means they don't spin for that long. Or it could be the fact that even at the 0 setting, the magnetic brakes are not completely off. That is a very common problem with almost every single reel out there that uses magnetic brakes, which is why I don't like, one of the reasons why I don't like magnetic brakes. You can't really turn them off completely unless you remove the magnets, which kind of defeats the purpose. Really, so far, looking at the reel, the construction seems good. You know, the tolerances are good. There's nothing creaking, there's nothing clicking. I have to say that right now, as of right now, before using the reel, I'm pretty impressed. So that's going to be it for the reel. I'll definitely know more when I get to take the reel out on the water and test it out over the next few sessions. And let's just talk about the line real quick. So this is the Piscifun Lunker braided line. The guys at Piscifun did ask me what poundage of line I preferred, and I did say 15. So I'm assuming they told me that their braid is true to rating, which means if it states 15 pounds, it breaks at 15 pounds. Unlike some braids, like Western braids, like Power Pro and stuff like that, where if you buy 15-pound Power Pro, you can expect it to actually break at like 25 pounds. Let's just see what the braid looks like. It's neon yellow, which is good. You know, I like any sort of bright color. I like being able to see my line. 15-pound braid, thickness wise, well, all looks normal. So this feels like a 4-strand braid. It's pretty well constructed, actually. You know, I have behind me, this is a spool of typical China braid. This is an 8-strand braid, and if you actually compared the quality of the construction, the way the weaves work, this is a lot better, more well done. This one, you can tell that the fibers are waiting to come apart, you know, and that was a bit worrying when I first got that spool. But I'm not really that concerned looking at this line, but of course you never know till we test it out. Now, as for coating, it does have a coating. I can feel it. It's definitely thin coated. It's not thick coated or hard coated like braids like Power Pro. So I would put this more in line with the typical Japanese PE line, thin coated, straight into what you feel is straight braid. So I'm going to be spooling this onto this, and then I'll take it out on the water, and of course I'll try to take as much footage as possible. And I don't want to just do a first impression, use it once and tell you how I feel about it. I want to use it a few times. You know, it's very important that when you are doing a review or you are testing out a new piece of tackle, that you got to make sure you do that durability test. You can't just do a one and done deal. You can't do a one session, you know, oh, it performs well. You're never going to get the right and accurate conclusion, or because you don't have enough data. So you always got to do multiple sessions, 3, 4, 5 sessions, you know, hook into multiple fish, test it under multiple different scenarios. Then you can come back and give a much more in-depth review and a much more unbiased review on the product. All right, folks, so that does it for the unboxing of the Piscifun Phantom. I'd like to once again thank the folks over at Piscifun for sending me the line and the reel. Can't wait to test it out. So if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Share my videos with your friends if you learned something. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Tight lines, guys.